Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the American Mates. Today, we're going to be doing a United States World Cup team overview. We're going to talk about the squad a little bit, talk about games, some predictions we have for them. And yeah, I'm the sole repertoire of the United States with my United States team shirt. I have a jersey coming in. I have not received it yet, but when that comes, I'm going to be
I need to
wearing it
I need
for
to
the
get
United States
one. I
games.
need to get one. I,
Yeah.
I know some of the people in our comments think it's not possible, but I do support USA and Portugal. Regardless of what people try to tell me, I support both. So,
Mm.
um carrying on.
As me as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So first we'll talk about the squad. I'll just squad list was released last week or a week and a half ago. So the goalies: Chris Brady, Matt Freese, Matt Turner. Defenders: Max Arfston, Sergino Dest, Alex Freeman, Mark McKenzie, Tim Ream, Chris Richards, Anthony Robinson, Miles Robinson, Joe Scally, Austin Trusty. Midfielders: Tyler Adams, Sebastian Berhalter, Weston McKennie, Christian Roldan, Brendan Aronson, Gio Reyna, Malik Tillman, and Timothy Weah. And the attackers: Christian Pulisic, Alejandro Zendejas, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, Folarin Balogun, Ricardo Pepi, and Haji Wright. So guys, anything pop out to you about the squad right away?
They used Diego Luna, bro. They used him.
They did, yes. They did
Dude,
not take
yeah,
Diego Luna.
that's a snub.
Uh,
It
yeah.
made me sad.
Um,
I can understand it, but it did. I felt like they should have just taken him. I know that's like the popular
yeah,
take, but just for
yeah, I can see
personality,
that.
for vibes. Doesn't even have
Um,
to play.
yeah, it is. I think it is a miss having not having Ajimong ready for the tournament because I think he would have gone over Zendejas. I don't know, but
Yeah,
or at least I would have preferred him over Zendejas. Um, the only player that I would not take is Christian Roldan. I watched this guy play against Belgium, and he was not good. I
yeah.
watched him play in the most recent friendly against Senegal. He was not good. And it's just like, why
Well,
are we wasting a spot on a 30-year-old when we can just take some 20-year-old from the MLS and give him
right.
experience? Like,
What about Tanner
what
Tessman?
this?
Tanner Tessman's been balling for
Yeah,
Lyon. They left him at
no,
home.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Tanner Tessman.
Better
Like,
Testament. There's a guy in
what
the
is?
championship too.
Aiden
No,
Morris.
Yes, Aiden Morris. That's who it is.
and
Um,
it's like, what is the
he's good
point of
too.
bringing a 30-year-old with no experience in international tournaments to a tournament? Why not just bring somebody younger? I don't know.
Um, yeah, I also don't get that. I'm also thinking when I look at this team, similar to what you were saying about Roldan, is like, well, we all know that there's more games in the heat, and that's going to play a factor. And a lot of people have been talking about rotating the squad. Obviously,
Mm,
you look back at these big tournaments, a common theme in these successful teams is having a really good midfield, having a solid midfield. And I feel like for the US, there's a couple question marks. Like, what are we going to do if Tyler Adams needs rest or gets hurt? We going to put
yeah,
Berhalter or Roldan in and just pray and have them at the six? Because it's like Weston McKennie kind of goes forward for the US. Brendan Aronson's more of like a forward minded kind of guy, generally speaking. I don't know if
mhm.
I have a lot of faith in those guys. I mean, there is Malik Tillman, but even he, I feel like, is more attacking
He's
generally.
definitely yeah, he's more an
Yeah,
attacker. The good kind of part of that is we're not playing with three midfielders. I say we, but the United States are probably going to play. Seeing looking at their last game, and we'll probably get confirmation when they play their next friendly. They're looking like they're going to play 3-4-3 with two midfielders, and it's looking like obviously Weston McKennie and Tyler Adams. I do like Sebastian Berhalter. He started against Senegal, and I thought he did pretty well in that first half. Um,
They could try and push
but the
McKinney further up the pitch, but
I don't
again,
think
I don't
so.
know.
I think it's going to be Tyler Adams and Weston McKennie no matter what. The problem is once those guys get tired or hurt, it's like, are you? I don't like I trust Berhalter, but I don't trust Roldan to go in there and do the same thing. And then the other four, Way is probably going to play as a wing back or as a forward. Tillman and Reyna and Aronson are all kind of attacking midfielders. They're not really defensive guys, so
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to see. I know Sergino Dest has moved into midfield sometimes, so that'll be interesting. He could probably go in there. And then I know Joe Scally can too, but again, that's not their primary position, so
I also don't know how much I trust Tim Ream, man, in a like a crucial moment
Tim Ream, that's just a waste of a spot.
where
That's
I
just a waste.
you
yeah.
think so? You think
It,
he's a
Yeah,
waste? I don't think he's a waste of a spot.
he's a waste of a spot.
Who would you have called up instead?
Cameron Carter Vickers, I don't know. Someone else, anyone with legs.
Uh, I mean, you gotta
Dude,
have. I mean,
He's 40 years old in MLS,
mm,
man. Like,
we should have called up Too
yeah.
Fast, Too Pharrell.
But honestly, he's
might as well,
yeah.
dude. Like,
Tim Ream is like the thing with Tim Ream is he's the only hit like we're starting to get to the point of the it's crazy to say we're starting to get to the point with the United States where Christian Pulisic is the guy with the most experience on the team and he's only 28. So it's
Yeah,
like gotta
and
call somebody with
yeah,
experience.
that is also
So
true.
I do
Also,
understand Tim Ream.
I look at the goalies too, and it's a bit in question more than it felt like it was a few years ago. You know,
Oh
when
yeah.
Matt
People are
Turner
saying Matt
was
Freese is gonna start.
yeah, when Matt Turner was young and Zach Steffen was coming up, it looked like there was some faith for that position. Now I look at, I'm like, yeah, I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know. Like if we go to penalties or something, I'm gonna freaking pray at that point.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I don't know anything about these guys saving penalties, but I mean, this could be a similar to Matt Turner's rise. I think this could be if Matt Freese is getting the start or any minutes at all. I think this could be a World Cup where kind of has a breakout. Maybe some teams in Europe look at him, even if it's
Yeah,
like the championship or something. I could see that.
that would be nice. I'm
But yeah,
honestly, I'm like pretty confident in the attack. I feel
yeah,
like that's one category where I look at that and I'm like, all right, like let's go. I feel like
it
it's
looked
not.
really good.
Yeah,
The attack looked really good against Senegal. Honestly, Ricardo Pepi. When Ricardo Pepi first started playing for the United States, I did not think he was that good, but he's definitely gotten significantly better since playing for PSV, playing all the time. He looks really good. Pulisic looks really good. It's kind of finding that third person. I don't who
It's
started
Brendan
with them.
Aronson. I'm telling you, it's Brendan
Oh,
Aronson.
Gio Reyna. Yeah, I think it should be Brendan Aronson. Gio Reyna started against Senegal.
yeah.
I understand that Gio Reyna still kind of has that, you know, I don't know how like
Uh,
factor.
he
Like
has
He doesn't have anything.
he
He doesn't
has
have no
a
Fact doesn't have anything.
he has
There's
like
nothing.
no, he has the no. I mean, like he has like the name to where it's point. Like it's like, all right, we're gonna start Gio Reyna.
I
Who
think when I
cares?
look at Gio Reyna, I if you were to hold him to a traditional standard, like I don't think he really deserved to be called up. He did cause some
Yeah.
drama in 2022. The guy has played like no minutes. I think Tanner Tessman played more minutes this season than he has since the last World Cup. I remember looking at a stat like that,
Wow,
like
that's
something
crazy.
crazy like that, but I think it's more so when you look at like skill set. It's like if we're playing against some of those teams that are just gonna pack it in the back potentially, like Paraguay or Panama or Paraguay. Sorry, I always get those two mixed up. Paraguay, maybe Australia. Like if they're gonna pack it in the back, maybe he's just the kind of guy to like pick out the passes or try to create something. Because I feel like we don't really have a lot of like true tens on this team. Like guy who's gonna sit there and
Yeah.
pick out a pass. Not saying he's some world class 10 or something, but I feel like out of our roster, he has the best odds of being able to like help break down a low block, maybe. But I don't know.
Mhm.
Come big game time, I don't know if he's someone I would really look to.
Yeah.
They need
Yeah.
Julian Hall. That's who they need.
That's another thing I would have brought up is like he did bring a lot of defenders. Like, and I understand like the thing of if you want to play a 3 in the back, or when you defend, it turns into a 5 in the back. You do need a lot of defenders, but I would have loved to see, like we said earlier, with like Aiden Morris, Tanner Tessman, a kind of younger class of players. Just like one. Not I'm not saying, oh yeah, let's call up all 20-year-olds, but I'm saying like if you call up one younger player, it also, just gives not hope, but it makes you guys look better because it's like if I'm Julian Hall and I'm playing pretty well and it's like I'm not called up. I understand the World Cup's too short notice for him to be called up, but like in a in another 6 months or so, if Julian Hall keeps performing the way he is, or any other American, is it like Xavier Gozo on Real Salt Lake, and they're not getting the call up, it's like, all right, I'm gonna go play for this other country that's telling me, hey, if you switch, like I'll go play right away. Like Poland want to call up Julian Hall, and his teammate Mehmeti Algeria want to call him up already, and it's like, is the United States really gonna
Yeah,
lose out on guys like that just
right.
because they don't want to call him up?
Yeah, tough,
I feel
man.
like taking a chance on a guy like Julian Hall, like you don't really have much to lose. I feel like all the forwards they called up, I don't think any of them like had any outstanding years this year. And
Pepe did for
yeah,
PSV because
okay,
he
that's
plays
that's one. And then the other one was Aubameyang, but Aubameyang is
right.
injured. So
Florian
Haji Wright.
Balogun did
oh
did.
right, okay, right.
I think
But
Florian Balogun's okay too. He wasn't
He's all
like,
right, yeah.
yeah, he had like what, like decent
But
amount of goals, but
Pepe had a good season at PSV
yeah,
because obviously it's the Dutch league, and Wright did good in his. I mean, he got promoted. We'll see if he's gonna play in the Prem next year, so we'll see.
yeah.
But I would ask you guys. We know who like the main guys are on this United States team. Who do you think is kind of like a background guy that you think could kind of come to the forefront in this tournament? Maybe solidify himself as a starter, solidify himself as a United States legend, or anything like that.
Um, I do. When you ask me that question, I think two names come to mind. Anthony Robinson. I think he is one of the main
Mm,
guys of the squad. Like, I don't think he's totally
yeah.
under the radar, but I think potentially could become a more important piece, especially just like
Mm,
if if he's playing out on the wing on the 3-4-3, maybe just getting involved with the attack, maybe just
yeah.
making some big moments happen. I think it's definitely possible. What are you guys thinking? Looking here.
Yeah. I think Malik Tillman, honestly. I think he's a bit of an outsider just because he is a foreign-born national. He really never played in the United States. He, came up through Bayern's academy. His brother does play in the MLS, but he was in Europe most of his career. Actually, he might not be a foreign-born national. Someone might have to fact check me on that, but he did grow up in Europe most of his career, so
Yeah.
also
um,
he's a fake American.
don't know. We're not using that term. Yeah, so he was born in Nuremberg, Germany, so
Okay,
he
guys,
is
this guy's not even American.
so chill out. So anyway, he he's a foreign-born national, so he's not I don't think he's seen as obviously a main guy yet, but if he honestly had a great season at Leverkusen. He's a good player in my eyes, and I think, maybe coming off the bench or maybe even starting. I mean, we talked about the three forwards, Pulisic and Pepe are probably dead on starters, and that kind of other number 10 is kind of open for the taking. It's either, in my eyes, it's either going to be starting is going to be Aronson um or Tillman. So I think Tillman, if he has a good tournament, breaks out, I think he can become a United States mainstay.
I like it. That'd be nice. Anyone popping out at you, Ethan?
So I have a couple here. I feel like this is going to be a big World Cup for one Austin Trusty because I feel like
Mm,
this is a big hole that the United States have never been able to fill. I've seen enough Walker Zimmerman and Miles Robinson in my life to think these guys are not the guys. 40-year-old Tim Ream isn't doing you any favors. So I think it's time for a guy like Austin Trusty to kind of step into that role. Maybe him and Chris Richards and maybe Freeman. I don't know. I don't know how Pochettino likes to set it up, but that could be one. And I've always had my eye on this guy. Always seen him in the world of soccer, and this guy's always caught my eye. Joe Scally from Borussia Mönchengladbach. I think this guy can make a splash. I mean, he's obviously not going to be the starter because Anthony Robinson is phenomenal, but I think
I think Joe Scally's a right back, but I might be wrong. I forget. I think Joe Scally
right
plays
back,
right back.
left back. I think he can go to
Even then,
either side.
he's not going to be a starter because of
Yeah,
Dest.
but I
Yeah.
still think think he can make a valuable
I like that.
Contribution.
Yeah.
yeah, little jump pack off the bench. Jedi gets
did look.
tired.
He honestly, he did look good against Senegal. Actually, I think he's a good player. I think he's one of those guys that like he's been playing in Europe for a long time, so he just kind of has a good kind of base for this.
Dude, maybe he should start over Jedi.
No.
Dude, Jedi's top 5.
Okay, moving on to we're gonna talk about a little about their group games, what we think's gonna happen. So their group: Paraguay, Australia, Turkey. Not the toughest group, but also not the easiest group. I feel like. I
What?
mean,
Why is this
I've been
low-key the
watching a
group of
lot.
death? In the sense of like
Paraguay is
no,
a tough place to play.
I don't think any of these teams are greatly above or below greatly above or below each other. Like I could see this going any way, 1 through 4. I don't see the US bouncing out in 4th.
I'm watching a lot of maybe this is my mistake. I'm watching a lot of Fox Soccer, them talk about these like Alexi Lalas and stuff, and they're like, "Yeah, United States is gonna walk through this group," and I'm like, I don't think so. I don't think they're gonna walk through it. I mean, do I think they could beat every team in this group? Yeah, I think they could, but I could also see every team beating USA in this group. Obviously, more likely than not, but
Right.
I do think it is a tough group, tougher group than people think, and I think
Agreed.
we'd really be able to tell how it's going to go for the United States based on the first game. If they come out really good against Paraguay, put in a good, I'm not even saying a smashing, like, a good 2-0 performance where they're dominating and they're creating chances, I think that sets them up well for the tournament. But what do you guys think about the first game against Paraguay?
I think I agree with you. I feel like that'll definitely be a tone setter. I think they're gonna want to come out strong for that one. No really time to try shit or anything. I think they're gonna want to go with whatever Pochettino thinks works best. Set the tone early, get some guys fired up, get the crowd going. Get the home fans behind them more so than they already are. But I think I'm most confident in their ability to take down Paraguay. I'm not sleeping on Paraguay. They're not a bad team, but I think out of the 3, that should be the one where they like are able to really like put them away and make a point.
Yeah.
I mean, looking back from what I can trace, Paraguay hasn't beat us since 2011. Granted, there's only been 3 games, but that are documented here, but
yeah.
Last 2 we've won, or last 3.
They do have some decent players. Diego Gomez, who plays on Brighton. Alderete on Sunderland. Julio Enciso, who everyone's forgotten about. Strasbourg.
Miggy
They definitely have players
Almiron.
that can hurt. But yeah. Ethan, what
Yeah.
about you? What do you think about this game against Paraguay?
I think Paraguay is going to come and make some noise.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Nope.
Yeah, try again.
Siri wanted to chime in.
That's a sign. Try again.
I was looking through their most recent qualifier games. These guys, they beat Uruguay, they beat Argentina. I don't think they're afraid of the United States. I think again, a lot of people are looking at this game thinking United States are going to walk through this team. I don't think so. I think it's going to be a little tougher match for Pochettino and the boys.
But once that LA
All right.
stadium gets rocking,
Yeah, could
USA,
be.
USA, they're gonna be suffocated. I hope.
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
hope.
when
I
Paraguay sub on Roque Santa Cruz to bag in a goal.
Guy, there's no way he's playing.
the guy played. I
The next match I think is definitely against a tougher opponent would be is Australia. Australia coming to this tournament haven't been doing. They did all right actually. 2022 they played France in the round of 16. I think there was
I
only
thought
like
it was
2-0.
Argentina, wasn't it? Like 2-1 Argentina.
Was it?
I
Why
think
did I? Oh, maybe they played France in the group stage or something. I
they
forgot.
might
I
have.
thought they
They
played.
did get out the group though.
Yeah, they
Dude,
did.
people
Definitely not the
sleep on
Australia
Australia,
mold,
man.
but I think they do have. They have Mohamed Toure. Is it Mohamed Toure? I might be mixing players up. They have, yep, Mohamed Toure up top, plays for Norwich. Definitely has pace to hurt us. And then one exciting player, Lucas Harrington, Colorado Rapids center back, 18 years old, is probably going to start for them in a back three for Australia. They also just recently called up Volpato from Sassuolo. He switched nationalities from Italy to Australia, so he'll feature in this World Cup. Think
Don't forget.
they definitely have players, even like Jackson Irvine. He's been around for a while. He has experience, but I think if the United States beat Paraguay, I think they'll go into the game against Australia full of confidence. And Australia is going to play Turkey, so if they lose to Turkey, that's obviously a bonus for us. So
Don't,
I
don't
think the United
forget
States can
though.
handle Australia.
The Watford boy Nestori Irankunda can make some noise.
Yeah,
Did he
He's
get
not
called
playing
up?
around. He did. He's not playing around this World Cup. My prediction on
hey,
ones to watch is gonna
don't
come
give
true.
that boy a shot inside 25 yards out.
He might
That's going
smash it.
on goal.
That ass. Honestly, I
Do
in
have met
in a weird way, I think Australia is gonna be the hardest game.
really?
I don't know why I think that. I just do. I feel like Australia have
I
a
could
way
see
of
it.
just hanging in there with teams when these big tournaments come around.
Yeah.
They do tend to play well together. I feel like the US is just gonna struggle to break them down. I hope I'm wrong. But I think it's gonna be a struggle to break them down more so than Paraguay. And then Turkey, I think will just be more of a free flowing game in general. We might lose, but I don't want to skip ahead, but just to like comparison, I feel like it's just going to be hard to break Australia down. They tend to play some weird formations against Mexico in their last. They played a 5-4-1. So, I feel like that I could definitely see them kind of just holding in a low block and getting some good counters, getting some more iconic Australian World Cup goals perhaps. But
Yeah.
hope I'm wrong.
I think you're right. I could see Australia kind of setting up very defensively against the United States, maybe holding on for a draw. Um, and then, yeah, I think that would be a good challenge for the United States, and maybe they do get a draw, or I think I think I agree with what you said. Like that is a real test for the United States. I think if they can kind of overcome the challenge that I think Australia is going to pose them, meaning I think they're going to sit really deep and try and just play on a counterattack like they usually do. I think if the United States can surpass that, I think that
Yeah,
is even a further thing that, oh yeah, they're going to play well. But we'll see.
we will see.
Ethan, what do you think about this Australia game?
Probably be a little bit tough. I feel like it's going to be one of those games where, the United States are going to dominate the ball. But I feel like Australia is just kind of, I don't know. I feel like when they play bigger nations, they're like structurally and defensively sound, and it's a little tougher for them to get broken down. So I could see it being like a 1-0 1-0 United States win. Just kind of like tough to break down that Australian kind of structure, but who knows? Maybe Irakunda could hit a screamer and silence the crowd.
Could.
Yeah.
He could. They tend to find goals too against big
Yeah.
teams.
Yeah.
Like I think there was a game against France. I don't know if it was the last World Cup or the one before. They were up or
Yeah,
tied or
it
something.
might have been the last one. I think they went up early.
Yeah. I they're they're good. They show up.
They're sneaky.
They are sneaky. Hmm. But yeah,
But yeah.
I ultimately I think I back the US to dispatch them, but I wouldn't be shocked if it was a draw
Yeah.
or God
Hey,
forbid
the
an
Socceroos are
Australia
no
win.
pushover, man.
The Socceroos
I
are
think
They need
legit.
to make some
especially
noise.
I think if Australia end up beating Turkey, I think they will go complete haram ball against the United States because basically if you get 4 points, you're through because of the best third place team rule.
Yeah,
So if you get 4 points, you're pretty much guaranteed to go through. So
I feel like
I
even
could
3
see
points, you're probably good.
no, not necessarily because I think a lot of third place teams will have 3 points.
that is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's got to score some goals, man.
Yeah.
whereas if you get 4, I doubt a third place team will get more than 4 points
True.
unless they get 5. But that'll be I don't think so.
Probably not. Yeah.
So
Mm.
their last match coming up against Turkey is kind of a toss up of Turkey are probably the best team in this group for the United States to play. I think if they get the 6 points, Paraguay and Australia, they probably will do what every team does in the World Cup, kind of put in their bench rest guys and get ready for the next round. But I think that also depends on how their other games go. If they tie Australia now on 4 points, all right, we got to go get a win now. So
Right.
we not as black and white, but I do think this team can beat Turkey. I think they're in different phases. I think United States have way more experienced players. I think it's easy to look at Turkey and say they have Kenan Yildiz and Arda Güler. They're going to beat the United States. Where it's like they don't. Both those guys haven't played in a lot of tournaments for Turkey. They're both really
Yeah.
young.
They weren't even at the last
So
World
it's like
Cup, right? Turkey?
no,
Yeah,
no,
exactly. So that
no.
definitely I agree with that too. Like I think it's easy to look at the talent that Turkey does have, and they definitely do
Yeah,
have some good talents. Like basically what you were saying. People are going to look at that and be like, "Oh yeah, Turkey's going to walk through the US." But vice versa to what we were just saying about the other teams, it's like the US is kind of a more experienced team. They have that home field advantage, which does matter at least a little bit. It's like
oh yeah, 100%.
I don't think it's gonna matter. I don't think it's gonna matter. I mean, I don't think Turkey's gonna be able to just like dismantle the U.S. I think it's gonna be a tough test for Turkey as well. Test for some of those
Yeah,
younger
yeah.
guys they got. I think the U.S. will
hmm
be able to win. I I
I think
do I do
yeah,
want to buy into the hype. Obviously, as an American, I always buy into the hype and sometimes get my heart broken. But I do believe this. It seems like the perfect storm for either U.S. soccer to just be propelled to new heights or for it to just crash and burn. Like, so many
yeah, yeah,
eyes are on them this year. There's so much to prove. Soccer is just getting more and more popular. I'm getting on like a whole side rant about U.S. soccer right now, not specifically the game, but like I do feel like they can pull it off against these teams. I think I
yeah,
it's like you said. I wouldn't be surprised if they go 3-0 in this group.
yeah. Ethan, what do you think about this Turkey game?
I feel like they're gonna base this game. A lot of factors are gonna go into how they want to play this game. If they've already like qualified for the next round and they can like sneak their way into an easier like path to the final. I mean, I don't know if Pochettino thinks this way or I don't know, but I could see them potentially throwing this game, or if they want to like seal first place just to be first place, they could just go out and try and win this game. So I think it could go either way. but I still think Turkey has more quality than this United States team. They showed it. They played a match and Turkey beat them. So
You think they have more quality than the United
yeah, they
States?
have
In
they
what?
have
In
way
what?
more quality than the United States.
Way more
Way
quality.
more
In what
quality.
world? In what world?
Their whole team pretty much plays in Europe.
So they play in the Slovakian league.
No, they play in the Turkish league. Turkish league is apparently buying everybody. Everyone's going to Turkey.
That is
Yeah,
true.
one
Everybody
team,
is going.
two teams are buying everybody.
Yeah.
I don't
Well,
know.
don't
I
don't
don't. I
sleep
don't.
on don't sleep on Arda Güler and
Can you
Kenan
name?
Yildiz.
Can you name one Turkish defender?
Demiral.
Soyuncu, bro.
Demiral? I don't even know if Demiral still plays.
Yeah, he got called
Oh
up.
yeah.
He's on Ali.
Oh my god. They do have Hakan Çalhanoğlu. But they also have Bayindir in net, so
And Denny's Ghoul. Don't forget about him.
Dude, can't forget about what about
guy,
Kokchu and Artakoglu, guy? Benfica legends, man.
people are forgetting about Can Uzun on Frankfurt. He's nasty.
Oh yeah.
I think he's another one that people are gonna think. Salih
You,
Özcan,
so you just
he's pretty
proven my
good.
point that Turkey has way more quality than the United States.
They don't though. I
No.
wouldn't say
Way more
guy.
quality.
I wouldn't say Dennis Gould is better than Ricardo Pepi
Guy.
or Haji Wright. Dennis
That
Gould plays for
Hey,
Poot guy and he's bad though.
hey,
he is mad.
I didn't see Ricardo Pepi lifting the Portuguese league title at the end of the year. I saw Dennis Gould do it.
You lifted the Dutch title. They were like 30 points ahead of everybody.
Yeah, that just shows you the Dutch league is shit.
I love Dennis Ghoul, but he
Uh,
stinks, man. He did get some goals towards the end of the season, but he
they do have
stinks.
they do have Tink they do have Tinknaj.
Teakness, bro.
Mark my words. This is going to be the World Cup for Tiknij.
I've been trying to
Demir
Oh my god.
Tiknij is going to be.
I've been
Oh
trying to find
wow.
like a decent World Cup simulator to see like some potential matchups for US in
Yeah,
elimination
I
games.
think I when Ethan talked about like United States trying to finish first, I think also, because of the third place team thing, like they're also going to be looking at that saying, all right, what is our bet? Is finishing second in our best interest
Yeah.
or finishing first, like based on,
Yeah.
you know, what what bracket what side of the bracket we end up on. Turkey also just called up Aral Simasir, who plays for Midtjylland. He got 9 goals, 15
He's
assists,
nasty.
23 years old.
Sincere is
He's pretty good.
nasty.
He's gonna come off the bench because he's a number 10 anyway. So yeah, I think Turkey will be tough, but I do think the United States can beat them too.
Yeah. Let's see. Never mind. This simulator's bogus. But yeah, I've seen a couple things of like maybe they could play Argentina. I saw one of it,
Mm.
but I think that's round of 16. I don't know. I don't know potential round of 32 matchups, but I guess I got a couple overall questions for you guys. First being,
Yeah,
who do you I know we kind of said like guys who could break out and become a mainstay, but in terms of like just best performance, not like underrated or anything like that, like who do you think is going to be like the X factor, like main guy? Like it could just be Pulisic, like it doesn't have to be a
yeah,
complicated answer.
it's gonna sound kind of overused, but it almost has to be Pulisic. He is the captain. He's the guy with the most experience. He's probably the American besides Tyler Adams, or maybe you could say Weston McKennie, but I don't really think Juventus is that high of a level. Well, I mean, he is playing. It's kind of different. Kind of overridden what I said. But anyway, forget what I said because it doesn't make sense. I think Pulisic kind of has to be the main guy. He is the United States best player. He is the leader. He has the most experience in these tournaments, and I think it is finally his time to shine.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot of weight on his shoulders this tournament, no doubt. It obviously he's gonna, regardless of X factor. I think like regardless of the question I asked, I'm saying no matter what, he's gonna have to do well for us to do good. Like if Pulisic plays
Oh yeah,
like crap, we're not gonna get anywhere. I
yeah,
am big on I'm buying stock on Florian Balogun this year, even if he's not a starter. I think he did get like 20-ish, 20 something goal contributions for Monaco this season. I think he's really
yeah,
starting to come into his own for the US lately. He bagged against Senegal. Obviously the other friendlies nobody played too well, but I do feel like he's starting to score more for the US and just become a lot more involved in the attack. He's a very fast, explosive player. He can make stuff happen in transition and stuff. I think I think he could be an X factor. Like he could be the guy that just starts getting goals or makes stuff happen. Even if he's a sub, come off the bench, make stuff happen,
yeah.
cause some chaos, run at tired guys. That's gonna be my pick. Obviously Christian Pulisic as well, but I think Florian Balogun can be an X factor.
I'm not hearing this Pulisic crap anymore. The real X factor is that boy from Leeds, Brendan Aronson.
Ooh.
Give him the keys. This guy Pulisic, they've been waiting tournament after tournament. This guy doesn't deliver. In the Gold Cup, they were calling on Diego Luna to deliver because these guys didn't want to play in it. Brendan Aronson is the guy, hands down. He's still playing in the Premier League, not like Pulisic playing in Serie A, the old retirement home.
Come on, Serie A ain't that bad for an American.
That league
It's
stinks.
better than being in the
Shouldn't even be
MLS.
considered a top 5 league anymore. But if I was an American fan, I'd buy stock in Brendan Aronson. That's the guy
Yeah.
that's gonna.
Yeah, I can't wait until Brendan Aronson scores and you're celebrating. So
You won't catch me celebrating. I
yeah,
hope.
you're gonna be
I hope
Quit
celebrating.
his team goes home in the group stage. That's what I hope for.
quit LARPing,
Wow.
bro. Quit LARPing. But okay, next question. I think not next question. I think that doesn't even make sense. Next question is, what do you what do you guys think is like the ceiling and the floor for this team in this tournament?
I think what what would mean success or would mean that this team is moving in the right direction would be a quarterfinal. And I think the expectation, and it's crazy that the expectation isn't even set by fans, it's set by these ex players that never achieved anything with the United States. Yes, they were good players, but they never, really went that far in any World Cup. They're saying, oh, the Americans, can win the World Cup or, make the semifinal. It's like, I think you're setting it way too high. And then when they don't exceed that, you're like, oh, yeah, they're not that good. And it's
Right.
like, well, I think you're just setting the expectation too high. I think if they reach the quarterfinal, I think that means that the team is moving in the right direction. If they reach the round of 16, I still think that's good. And if they reach the round of 16 and come up against an Argentina or a France and lose, what are we supposed to say? Oh yeah, United States should have beaten them. It's like
Yeah.
what
Right.
we can hope for. What we can hope for is the United States competitive with that team, but if they lose, I'm not going to be sitting here saying, "Yeah, United States should have beat them." Like no,
Yeah.
but
It's
that's what I think. I don't see them getting knocked out of the group stage. I mean, very worst case, I think they get third place, the best third place team.
yeah. I
That's that's
I,
the thing.
I I agree. I feel like this year it's so hard to get out on the group stage with the whole third place thing. I'm saying for like the good teams, like you won't see those like surprise Germany exits and stuff like we have in years past.
Yeah,
Like I don't think we'll see stuff like that as much this year just due to the new format. But I agree with what you're saying. It's like these guys like are setting the standard of like the USA is like win the World Cup or bust. It's like let's get a reality check. I think USA in history has won one knockout game, correct? The one against Mexico in the World Cup all time, or at
what was
least
their knockout game in the? Wait, I thought 2014
they lo-
they made was that the quarter?
they lost to
No,
Belgium in the round of
no,
16.
that was
That was
round of 16.
Yeah.
then what was 2018? They didn't qualify. What was 2022?
They lost
Netherlands
to
round of
Netherlands.
16, 3-1.
Round of 16.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it
yeah.
was just
So
the Mexico one in like 2006 or whatever it was. I think that's the only one ever.
yeah,
So
yeah,
I do think there's a lot of unfair standards. I kind of agree. It's obviously different this year because the round of 32 is now introduced, but I think a quarterfinal is success. Round of 16, it depends on who we play to. It's like you say, like they lose in the round of 16 to France or something. I can't be like I don't even know. I don't think that's a hype possible matchup, but just spitballing like
any
how can you
yeah
hold
any
that
good
against
team they
them? Like it's it's unfortunate, but we're just not at that level yet, and we just have to accept that at some point. But
yeah
but I
yeah
do think this team has the possibility to pull upsets. Like I'm saying absolute ceiling. Like I don't see us getting any further, but I think there is a possible world. If all the stars align, I think semifinal. Like absolute ceiling. Absolute
if
ceiling.
yeah
If we get the right
mhm,
matchups. Realistically, I'm like I agree with you. I'm aiming for a quarterfinal. I think the floor is like crash and burn in the round of 32. I don't
yeah
see it being group stage. I know
yeah
Ethan definitely has a different opinion, so I'm kind of excited to hear what he's going to say next, but that's kind of how I see it going.
No, definitely. The ceiling is definitely quarterfinal. I think these analysts they make my ears bleed every time I hear them talk about it. But I feel like they set this bar like extremely high. But it's like, dude, did you even win a World Cup game when you played? Like, come on, pal.
No, seriously, it's so unfair.
Like, um, like this team again, a lot of quality. But again, another part of it is you left like some players home that probably should be on this plane. But again, I guess in this world, Roldan is a better player than Tanner Tessman or Aiden Morris. But I'm not the coach. But yeah, I mean, as much as I shit on this team, as much I shit on, I feel like the floor I think is definitely the round of 32. Yeah, it's round
okay
of 32. Yeah, round of 32 I think is the floor for this team. But
Valid, valid.
should be an interesting one. Pochettino might not even be the coach after the World Cup, so
Yeah. Also, one last thing too. Speaking of like dynamics with the coach potentially being fired, and Joey touched upon it briefly while talking about the floor and ceiling. I find it very interesting. Like, I wonder if there's ever been a dynamic like this in like a national team's history, but the dynamic between the last generation of US players and the current generation is like I feel like it's just unheard of. Like they like despise each other. It's like all the unks just hate on the new players and all the new
yeah,
players are like, dude, you
yeah
sucked anyway. It's such a strange thing. I feel like the US players let stuff get in their head too much, but some
mhm,
they keep it real, I guess. Like they don't hide it, but it's just strange. It's
yeah
such an odd dynamic to me. I feel like other countries are usually so unified, and it's like,
yeah. The one thing that I do like that they say is that they don't just take it. They just like accept it and say, yeah, it's true. It's like Pulisic came out and was like, yeah, got like he's like, oh yeah, these ex pros say like we don't want it enough, and he's like, you're not there with us, like
yeah,
you're
like
not in
it's
the
just a
locker room
cop
in
out.
practice.
Yeah,
You're not on the team, like yeah.
exactly.
But
And
yeah, I think yeah,
there was something else Pulisic said. I'm low key team young guys. I agree. Oh, he was saying like how they never really won anything themselves or something like that, and it's like it's true. It's like I don't understand. I feel like that's where a lot of it comes across as delusional because, like we said, like these old guys, it's like where does this standard come from? Like where do you get the right to say like what they should do.
Yeah.
Like, that's probably,
Yeah.
I think that's just the root of it all. But hopefully they can have a good performance and everyone can hold hands and sing Kumbaya after a nice performance on home soil. But yeah,
Yep.
anyone have any closing thoughts before we wrap this up?
No.
Lexi Lawless needs to be sacked.
True. Agreed.
Bring back what was his name? Oh, what was
Taylor
his
Twellman?
Taylor Twellman.
Yeah.
Bring back
Oh, no.
Taylor
Taylor
Twellman.
Twellman's even worse.
Yeah, he hates
No,
Portugal
he's better.
for no reason.
Yeah, he does.
Taylor
He
Twellman.
does hate Portugal.
Vapu caralho. All right.
Okay.
But on that note, if you guys did enjoy this video and you did make it this far, this one definitely went a little longer than expected. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Follow us on all of our other socials linked in the bio. We're almost at 200
sir.
subs. Keep pushing us there. We got a special video coming for you guys at 200. Thank you so much for all the support you guys have shown. And until next time, American mates.